Yeah, I got the notification that Princess Trunks is live.
Hey, we're going, guys. I hear Jake saying we're live.
I hear stuff. If you have to, Ray, when we go back in, you may need to lower the volume of the background music. I don't remember. Just make sure our audios are up.
Oh, we'd see what Ray's saying on YouTube.
Somebody, I'm not there to process all of this, guys. We're kind of doing this by proxy.
Yeah, because there's still this slightly different.
She's not at home to do this, so it's a little interesting.
I'm away. Go ahead and leave it up because for some reason when it goes through, it comes through very quietly. I've noticed this. Yes.
And we all know what OBS stands for. Hi.
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 Whoa, hold on. We almost harmonized there.
You might need to turn down the background audio a little bit. You might need to turn down the background audio a little bit.
Yes. Which that's what the quick keys are for.
Wait.
Kayla, that was from high school. It's delayed, so it takes a moment.
So we're doing this. We're live.
Hey, maximize the view. Like, have it just as the chat, or just as the video.
I just remember. On the what?
Maximize the view. Like, have it just as the chat.
Where's the echo coming from?
My side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had it out so I could hear and see. He was asking for feedback.
Alright, okay. So, to anyone who's watching, hi, welcome. We've had some technical issues.
Welcome from
We
the
have some
extended.
Hang on.
No.
Ew.
Language.
When the Hufflepuff hasn't had sugar.
Okay, but yeah.
No, Jake. It's not the ninja glare.
I'm so glad someone else remembers that. OMG, you can't see me.
Looks like a pine tree.
I learned how to play that on the keyboard after
Did
that.
you
video.
really?
I did.
You are ridiculous, and I was
I low-key want the final boss of the Guildhall's first campaign to be Markiplier in some way or form.
Hey,
Markiplier?
Ray, you may need to
Or
use your
Darkiplier.
tablet to bring up your character sheet.
It's gonna
Since
be.
where it's doing the screen capture.
Marco, it's your story. I'm just
I
throwing
have
some suggestions.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be Markiplier, but like
Guildhall, but I've low-key forgotten how to
several
play.
copies of me perfectly countering each and every one of your classes.
You mean you,
Hi,
the
Brian.
antithesis of the anti-us?
And Ray, what she's meaning is when you're screen capturing, if you switch to your character sheet, it's gonna go from us to your character sheet. That's why she wants you to put it on your iPad.
Yeah, because I haven't figured out how for it to just capture Discord. That way, no matter what we do, it's just going to capture us. Because every time I've tried, it says, "Oh, fuck you."
You have to have a second screen for that, which you can do.
I have-
It's just that
I have a second computer. I just don't have it set up.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could. All it's I know most of the stuff that I have for Mentor is still getting off the ground. Other than check the Anyway, let's get back to this.
And that's why you should have physical papers of your character sheet.
I have
Then get it. Then you don't have it.
Sweet.
Sure.
No.
And since it's 2020, and since the last time we actually properly did the Guildhall, I would like to consider this jumping on point for this, the beginning of the Guildhall Season 2. Season 1 ended on a lighthearted note.
It was a lighthearted, fun, happy go time.
I mean, there were some major battles. There were some character developments, but now
Some mildly
Season 2,
inebriated pole dancing.
Okay.
like there was a to be continued. And now we're in the Guildhall the beginning of the Guildhall.
Do you mean that because it's been more than 2 months since we played?
Basically.
Yeah. It was a
We haven't
lighthearted,
played
fun,
since
happy
December,
go time.
you know, the Guildhall campaign. I mean,
We
there
had
were some
multiple
major battles, you know, one-shot episodes. Character development, which are basically just OVA episodes featuring us.
This will be the first in canon.
We're good, I think.
All right.
Maybe.
So welcome to the Guildhall Season 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Welcome
Wait,
to the Guildhall
maximize-
Season 2.
maximize the
Re-rolled
cameras.
and reloaded.
Maximize the what?
The way he's got it set up right now, the chat is still in the bottom half of the screen, so I'm just telling him to make us full screen. There we go.
Nice.
Well, it just popped on.
Alright then. Where were we?
With that accent in mind, we were trying to devise a plan to get in good favors with.
Hold on, do we want to do an intro? Like a recap like we used to do?
The recap.
We haven't done it in so long that we almost forgot what it was, so you have to go back to number 9 to figure out what we did.
Last season on the Guildhall.
Last time on Guildhall D&D, we have no exactly idea what we're doing.
Well, no, we have an idea. It's just, you know, there was a lot of fucking around and people being tired.
The idea was clear, the execution muddy.
Yes.
Andy, just so you know, we are streaming live.
And turn off camera.
And we've also decided that this is season 2.
Well, you decided it was season 2. You didn't give it or anything. You kind of sort of took that as a freaking dictatorship right there.
I'm sorry.
And you're not our god.
True. But you guys were rolling with it. I just, you know.
It's because
No, we just didn't voice objections.
It's because we have improv state of mind. It's yes and.
Recap.
Recap time?
Recap time.
Kayla's the one who would know because she's the one who edited the series.
And me.
Y'all too. Y'all are the ones who probably know.
Not to mention, I kept notes with it for this exact reason, but I'm afraid to go to it because we're live streaming right now.
Okay.
Should I recap?
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember everything that happened last time.
You're normally our recap person anyway.
True. Last season on the Guildhall.
Not season. Episode.
Anyways,
After some developments and the crew learning of Jericho's kind of questionable past, they now make their way to win the favor of, I forget her name, but she looks like Merida in my headcanon, but has a bunch of creatures enslaved.
Willow.
Decca and Jericho. Yes, Decca and Jericho were devising a plan to seduce her. Moriarty, there we go. We're devising a plan to win favors for her, either by seducing her or by finding a specific beast that she is interested in, and then seducing her. But during the meeting for said plan, everyone got really drunk. There was pole dancing, there was bard music playing, there was general camaraderie.
I remember this because I almost kind of sort of crushed Kayla when I did her nat 1 trying to hold up her bridal style.
Yes. Basically, the Guildhall dicked around that night and had a good time.
We kind of got together, and oh yeah, one of our group person in the Merry group is a reconnaissance. I don't know exactly what happened because I don't know if she got back to us this time or not before we ended.
Anwell got back to us. And, that's when the party was happening. Everyone was having a good time.
she came back. She told us about her encounter with the scary lady.
With the whip.
With the whip.
With the whip.
With the cool whip.
The cool whip. It is a cool whip.
Marco, I'm disappointed in you.
What?
Disappointed in you.
Why?
I'm proud of him.
Just like this whole Stewie all over again.
Is Cool Whip something like a reference?
Family Guy is a cool whip.
Cool whip.
I don't watch
That makes it
Family
weird.
Emphasis
Wow.
on the age.
And then we ended the episode with some happy fun time dancing.
Basically.
Woo!
And that is what you missed, or probably didn't miss, last time on the Guildhall.
Oh, my shoulders popped like 7 times just now. Ah!
And if anybody wants anything to just sum it up in one sentence that I have for the notes for what we did, I sit here and say tensions are high with the bitchy hunter wants to kill, but in due time.
Alright. So what will our intrepid adventurers figure out today? Will it be the secrets of Moriarty? Will it be finding the cure for arthritis? Will it be their death?
Or all the above, while trying to see not to fuck everything. Our bard has been talking about that so far. Our bard, he's just like, excuse you.
Excuse me? Okay.
Jake,
So-
you had somebody looking over your shoulder for a moment. They opened the door, saw you, and just closed the door.
That would have been my little sister.
Oh.
Okay, so
There you go. There it is again.
I assume
Okay,
Susan,
So- so
she failed her stealth check.
Of course, the rogue noticed her. High perception.
High deception.
That too.
But does she have high?
Mm-mm.
Y'all remember my tactics?
We have tactics.
Not.
No, my tactics.
Oh. It's just They're just giving unneeded PTSD.
The ominous rolling of the dice.
Anxiety.
Exactly,
Okay.
folks.
So, who, if you remember, got drunk that night?
Yes.
I don't remember rolling a constitution check. I know I drank.
You drank so much that one of your rolls fell and you started getting drunk. You tried to dance with me and then you went to go dance with Elaji and you started dancing on her feet to make it seem like it was adorable since she towered over you and all she did out there did was just sit there and just swing from side to side and make it
I don't remember failing a constitution check though.
But you also grabbed me and were drunk enough to make me go round for round with you drinking.
See, that's the thing.
I know we took some shots.
That's the thing. You don't remember. That's how fucking drunk you were.
I don't know if Falaji drank, and I
I
don't know if
did.
Anwell drank.
She did.
You
drink,
did?
But I do remember from the editing, because I did the tail end of the editing for Caleb. She was trying to read, but we finally coaxed her into dancing with us. She just said that, said, fine. She put away her scroll and got up, and then Decca decided to go and take this as an opportunity to more or less, quote unquote, con the beanstalk on dancing. And that's how we ended it with her dancing on Falaji's feet to end the night on a good note.
So, 3 people drank out of 5.
Yeah, she,
I'm sorry.
Kayla,
I broke 8.
Amanda had just came back from her recon mission, and I was the only one trying to be sober more or less. I was making the drunkard so she doesn't do anything too dumb and get kicked out of the bar again.
Canon.
Okay.
She
so
did get a mug thrown at her though.
You 3 that drank. You know what I'm gonna ask for.
Yeah.
Constitution.
Let's go.
Constitution.
Do I have a plus? Ooh, okay. So I got 16 total. I got a +2 to my constitution. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I'm having to use the Google Dice Roller. Because I don't have my dice.
And Andy.
I was not. Wow.
She didn't drink.
She
Okay.
did not drink.
Okay.
I lost a horn.
She wasn't drinking, but she lost a horn. Check out what the hell you do.
It's a puberty thing for demons.
She's a tiefling.
Do I make you horny, baby?
The opposite.
Technically, she's making herself horny.
Okay. So you rolled 16s. You're feeling okay. Like you have a slight headache, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay, so more like an
Nothing
annoyance.
some Pock and Bacon won't fix.
Oh my.
You know what I just realized it's gonna suck for Kayla?
What?
Decca.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've already figured this out.
Okay.
I've
Cool,
got all
cool.
my stuff set up already. We're good.
Okay, awesome. I'm not worried about it.
So you take out your pocket bacon and you find out that it's gone.
Okay, are we back in like the bar area now, or like we just still
Yeah.
kind of off in our rooms?
Yeah.
I think this has to when y'all left the bar area and you just on the floor.
I'm,
No,
like, digging
we
through,
moved them to their room.
I'm digging through all my pockets, and I'm gonna like dig through like my bag.
Yeah, no bacon.
I run downstairs.
All right. You run down the stairs. You find either Keijo or the other piece of shit standing there. You're not sure.
Benji?
Benji.
Cage or the other piece.
I walk up to the counter and I put my hands down and I look at them. I look at both of them, or whoever it is. I don't remember.
Cage.
Whoever works mornings.
Whoever's working in the morning.
Cage. Is it C or K? Wait, who's Cage?
Anyway,
Did either of you find any bacon on the floor last night?
From pocket bacon to floor bacon, I should not be surprised.
No, we didn't find any pocket bacon. But you did eat it last night.
Oh. Oh.
she could just get more.
May I have an order of bacon?
Sure, coming right up. He goes out in the bag and starts getting breakfast ready, and considering that you're up, he's gonna figure that the others are gonna be up soon and brace for impact.
Great barkeep.
That.
So y'all are awake. Y'all feel fine. You feel ready for the day.
That Jericho makes his way downstairs.
Making his way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and hold up.
Doodly doodly doo.
I'll throw 20 silver down on the counter and just call it a day.
Time in that last 12 hours that song has been running.
I'm terribly sorry for that reference, people.
Oh, Decca's paying for breakfast.
Ran around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot.
That's the sound. So boom, 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 boom. That's the tornado launcher.
Anwell goes downstairs as well. She goes up and stands next to Decca.
We are not ghetto enough for that song, by the way.
Alright, moving on.
Decca's just up against the bar, just like head just.
I'm just gonna stay quiet now.
You want something to drink? You want typical, or do you want something that's actually for morning?
Something that's actually for morning.
An ale, please.
I'll take one too.
Of which?
Yes.
Something for mornings.
A morning ale coming right up. Hands you a mug. Hands Jericho a mug. Y'all are surprised to find out it's water.
Oh god, this is great. What is it?
It's water.
You son of a
Water?
bitch.
I figured it must have been quite some time since you've last had some water, so I figured I better get some.
What gave you that idea? Bloodshot eyes, dry skin.
Yeah, bitches.
You just basically describe every single person that has sleeping trouble.
Alright, who else is downstairs?
So
Well,
far, it's
Or
just the
are
three.
we all just... Okay, so it's just us three.
I mean, Pelagia kind of snuck down. Didn't really do anything. But she's there in the background.
Being a creeper peeper.
I'm just meditating with Peppa, keeping my mouth shut.
The fact that that fucking boar is still around. Alright.
Well, I mean, it's not just you three downstairs. There's some randos in the tavern. Looking more hungover than you guys are.
That's because they don't have dwarven blood in them.
That's because they actually got crazy.
Oh. So we were tame? I look over to Decca and like put out my hand for a high five.
I don't know how that looks on your side, but
Oh no, that was perfect. Yeah.
oh yeah.
On Ray's screen, you are actually above Kayla.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
I'd go over and stand by Falaji. So, have fun last night?
I suppose. I still would have liked my reading.
Yeah, they aren't very calm.
How far is Falaji compared to the rest of us? Can we hear this conversation from the
No. No.
Damn.
Well, maybe if you're active listening, probably.
Yeah, but you and Decca were doing your own thing. That's why I went over to her, and she
Oh
and
yeah,
I started
no,
talking.
we're just like gulping and fucking munching.
Yeah,
Decca's
y'all aren't
just
trying to
fun
pay
thinking.
attention.
Yeah, no, you probably didn't hear me say that. Though.
All right, bet. Okay.
I'm kind of against the back wall.
But yeah, Benji brings you the food and
Shove a
brought
piece of
food
bacon in my
for
mouth and shove the rest of it in my pocket.
and brought food for y'all others because he was like, "Yep, that's gonna happen."
Thank you.
You're the greatest.
Around.
Jericho looks over to Decca as she's stuffing like bacon in her pocket. You know, after this, we really should go scope out the Moriarty situation.
We'll figure her out.
We'll figure her out.
Oh, we'll figure her out, all right.
Ew.
Moriarty tag team.
Y'all nasty.
The fact that the bar has someone as easily as fun as him helping is scary.
We're also the only two characters in this entire campaign that have actively gotten laid.
They're
As
also
far as you know.
trying.
But yeah, I guess. Wait, no, Ray, you're just meditating like outside. You don't want to eat.
He gets sustenance from the university.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
So could Becca? Sorry, what? Right?
I've already eaten. I had gotten food. I had gotten fresh food from the bartender last night, so I let Peppa have half of it, and I ate the other half.
Oh, yeah, that sounds on brand.
Could Decca talk to her familiar and find out what went down last night from the bird's perspective? Not letting you forget you have it this time.
I haven't forgotten about Sobek.
I did.
I thought you told us what happened.
I did, but the bird also went off and did its own thing for a minute. Or the creature, the thing.
Just I'm noticing the damn thing is saying that we're putting blush in the background too.
Ooh woo. All right, Sobek. From your perspective, what the hell happened last night?
So as soon as you say Sobek, there's a slight blue light that emanates from your right shoulder and just like bird.
Pops into existence.
Good morning.
Bird up!
Like a ghost from Destiny.
Oh jeez. Y'all remember what accent I gave Sobek?
Mm-mm.
Not in the slightest.
You
No, I just
At first
I
you used a voice modulator, then you started just doing like a slightly high pitched short phrases where you could hear the typical saying kind of thing.
I just picture the crows from fucking Demon Slayer.
All right.
To give a better example, you just think of Iago from Aladdin itself, from the whole maggot.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
It's just
My voice.
slightly higher pitch. That's what it was, and it was in short phrases.
I don't suppose I will. That kind of stereotyping gets me nowhere. Anywho. Andy is done. Andy is yes.
Andy and I had the same face. He cleans his face off. That's basically what happened.
Well, I flew around, and I'm actually not quite sure what I found. I observed the situation, and I figured that, my help wasn't needed. She could handle this on her own. She was discovered, but she got herself out of it. There's a tight perimeter of security, but mostly I figure to keep stuff in rather than letting stuff get in. Perfectly ordinary, and the only thing magical, as far as I could sense, was the cages that the beasts were in, if that was required, and the whip on her hip.
So magic whip, magic cages. Okay.
Magic bitch.
Wait, is Deca the only one that can understand her familiar, or can we? I also hear it.
It's
No.
like a psychic link, so.
Ah, okay.
That's telepathy.
No.
Are you stirring the tea, Ray?
Telekinesis is when you move objects with your
My
Telepathy.
brain is trying to combine the two words.
telepathy.
Telepathy. My brain is.
Moving said items. Keep going. I gotta go and give my boyfriend back his lion that I got from Valentine's Day.
Not to be confused with telephony, which is kind of what we're doing. Hey.
Hey. But the security around the tent at night, there wasn't any inside the tent, just around.
There were actually quite a few around. It's she has a deceptively large amount of guards. One would almost surmise that they're magical, but I couldn't feel anything from them.
Sorry about that.
That's a testable theory. All right. I relay the information. Magic whip, magic guards, magic cages.
Magic, you say?
Magic.
Do you believe in magic?
In this universe, we should.
God damn it, Ryan. Ray's character can live off the dew from a single tea leaf.
What?
Okay, so
And-
Jericho finishes breakfast, and then I look to Deca. Let's go tell the others.
All right, sounds fair. Ray, where is your character in the bar somewhere, or are you outside?
Just outside.
Okay,
Photosynthesizing.
I'm gonna poke my head outside.
As Ryan says, I apparently can live off the dew from a tea leaf, so.
I'm gonna get up and walk out and poke my head outside the door frame and look around for Venator until I see him.
All right.
And
Jericho's going up to Falaji and Anwell. Ladies, we got some info. Apparently, info
Venator.
that you should have known
Get your
about last
butt
night.
inside. We're gonna plan. Maybe, I don't know, or we'll die. We'll figure that out when we get there.
I have never known you guys to know how to plan, and if we do, then you seem to go south real fast.
You assume this is supposed to happen. Anyway, let's go.
I mean,
That's
it's
because they haven't. That's because they haven't planned before. Now they do.
So start laughing to myself, give Peppa a little pat inside, and a head inside.
All right.
I mean, it's better than ending up under the sand last night hiding from the crazy lady, which I did. So,
And whose fault is that?
I mean, mine, but to be fair, I got to see her in her underwear, so.
So you got a little bit further than what the other two did.
And thankfully, she doesn't know it was me.
All right. So you sit in the tavern and start discussing your plans loudly.
I am not doing it loudly. I also perception
gonna
check,
say,
check and see if anybody is listening to us.
Good idea.
Well, considering there are a few. Well, okay. Roll for perception.
So, well, here we go.
That fell off my thing. That is a 13, and my perception is +3, so 16.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Like you
We're
see.
working our way up to Mighty 19.
Mhm.
Aww.
Do you know who that is?
So
Who's she dressed as?
If I had to
Right.
guess, it looks like Rose Quartz from Steven Universe. I'm probably wrong. I don't know.
That's name Luna. Does that mean anything? Do you know who that
I
is?
don't know who that is.
It's Tori Barber.
Is that Tori? She's a great up.
Kayla.
She is surrounded by her family, so she is distracted.
Oh no, that is
Yeah.
Rose Quartz from Steven Universe.
Anywho,
Isn't she dancing with her cat? That's cute.
what were we going to say?
Perception check. Done.
Right.
And you got a 16.
You got a 60. Cool. You notice a few, like the few guys that were there since morning, still looking quite hungover. So you're not sure whether or not they're listening in on your conversation or they're just like grumbling and suffering by themselves.
Guys, should we head up to our room for this part? That way, just in case. Because stuff.
Bless you.
I have no qualms with this.
You have no qualms?
I have no qualms with this. We should probably head up to one of our rooms.
We have a room.
We have rooms. You stayed in the room one of the nights.
Ventar, we've all had rooms. You just decide you choose to be outside.
I don't get told these things, okay?
You stayed in the room the first night.
Because we had to deal with a drunkard.
In my defense, I
Still.
didn't get that drunk.
No, but you did get laid.
So you're all going up to the.
Going up to
You're all
our
going up
room.
to the room.
A
Okay.
room. A room. One of the rooms. I think there are two.
Did you really just...
Thank you for the subscription, Elijah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Now we have that random sound from the gods above.
So in our rooms, planning.
In
Planning.
a room.
A room.
all right. Plan ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we know so far is that
She
And
doesn't
we'll
stay
know-
in town. She
And Will knows where
lives
she's at.
out in the hills somewhere in the desert.
okay, we know that she has a lot of guards around the tent at night. Some may be real, some may not be. And that she's got a badass whip that I want.
What part of her do you not want?
In
Her
reality,
soul.
none of her. I just want the whip.
I'll-
Real influence.
I'll take the rest.
And there
Her personality. I could live without that.
I have some amount of standards I live up to.
Alright. Becca, you were talking business with her. What, she wanted something, or she needed hunters for something?
She didn't specifically say she's looking for hunters. She is looking to hunt a Tarrasque. That's why she's in this area. She's heard of rumors of there being a Tarrasque around here that she's targeting to add to her collection.
Aren't those things kind of huge?
Exactly.
Giant. The DM is shaking dice. It's making me nervous.
So I'm thinking, if we can figure out where that Tarrasque is, we can give her that information, and maybe she'll allow us to assist her on the hunt.
Either that, or since we already know the information, if she doesn't allow us to go out on our own, challenge her.
We need to get close. We're going to need her acceptance.
Yes, but she might already know where the Tarrasque is. She is a hunter.
If she knew where it was, she would have already planned to go out and let this thing. As far as we know, she's still looking.
If I remember correctly from the little conversation that we had before we all went our separate ways, she had no idea where it was. She had a general idea of being in the desert, just no exact location. So all we need to do is try to find it before her, and we can hopefully try to be viable for tomorrow.
So
Yes,
what you're saying is still gonna end up being a good old-fashioned beast hunt.
Yes, but question, are we allowed out of the city yet? We're not technically supposed to leave town.
Well, we're not technically leaving the area.
I said town. Because we're technically under surveillance or under guard or something. Because we kind of killed a lot of people.
I mean, so long as
Well-
Jericho can go and let the guard know where we are since she slept with her, he may be able to get you a little better.
Yes, but
But
Ainwell looks at her. Was she satisfied?
His face.
Y'all seem to forget that I have a little birdie.
Is the little birdie actually on her shoulder right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's the bird do? I know it went with me last night, but you're saying that like it's supposed to do something important right now. But what?
Okay, so long story short, I have a telepathic connection to this bird. I don't know what's going on. We can send him on reconnaissance. He's got an aerial view of the desert. Maybe he can come back with some information.
So send the bird out to find the Tarrasque if it can, and then
Yes.
have it come back. How
Hold
long?
on.
Oh, far away can he hear you? Or you hear it?
From what I've tested, not very far. Hold on. Hey, Sobek, what's the biggest flying bird you can turn into?
I
It's
swear to God,
probably. Not gonna lie, I'm going through my catalog of like ancient mythical birds and trying to figure out what's the biggest one.
A griffin?
Why not make him that damn thing that was mimicking me in that menagerie?
Fuck.
just
Kinkus?
morphs into a griffin.
I don't think Kinkus can fly. And,
No,
and Kinkus are bigger than.
Kinkus can't fly.
What about a griffin?
I think that
I
might
mean,
be too big. I don't know how
You
big.
said the biggest.
I don't know how big the shapeshifter can shape, though.
Well, I can probably.
I'm gonna yell at my dog real quick.
To...
Piper or
Gets out the monster manual.
Because I kind of want to
My
go.
junior high annual lies my monster manual.
I kind of want to say like a rock because those are big birds, but nah.
Very small wyvern.
Ancient blue dragon. No. No, I can turn into like a. What are they called now?
Vulture?
Vulture. Thank you. There we go. I can turn into a vulture. That way I'll fit in with the desert area.
Accurate.
Okay. Would you be able to fly around the desert for a little bit and see if you can't locate any evidence of a Tarrasque?
Well, I suppose I could, but I don't think they are this close to town all that often.
So we would. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't understand bird speak, so.
All we hear is caw.
Caw, 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 caw.
Alright. Change of plan then. What if we ask the bartender about any recent sightings?
I mean, those two seem to have been pretty good with information. Although they're a little shady, I'm not gonna lie. They're
Name a
caring.
bartender that isn't shady.
You right?
It's like kind of their thing.
All right. Well, let's get some information from them. I'll
Are all of
see
us
if-
going downstairs or one of us?
I mean, we haven't decided that yet.
That was why I was asking.
I don't know, Decca, you seem to know them the most.
They probably like you the most.
I'm a little offended by that, but you're not wrong.
What are you
I'll go
doing?
downstairs. I'll go downstairs. Before I
So-
ask the bartender anything, when I walk downstairs and I kind of just graze the area, do I see anybody familiar or anybody that might have popped up in our path recently?
Well, if you want to be that specific, you're going to have to make a perception check.
Perception. My perception is a +6. And that is 15.
Yep, okay. I mean, they're familiar. You saw them earlier when you went down for breakfast. They seem like they're still nursing their first ale, but you also kind of know the feel that this might be their fourth.
I want to look at them and just give them a... Like, I understand.
Takes a sip of her gourd.
Got you, my guys.
Takes a
Alright,
sip of extremely strong alcohol. Roll for Constitution. Fails. Goes up the cubes.
I'll walk up to Kaijo.
I think it's
Cuckoo.
Benji in the morning.
I don't know, it's Cuckoo now.
Yeah, nice.
Shoot
And I'll walk up and be like, hey, how much does information run somebody?
Oh, well. I'd be lying if I said that being a bartender was my biggest income.
If I said I was looking on information on a kind of dangerous creature, but Very elusive. How much would that run me?
Oh, that depends entirely on the creature, whether or not it's native to these regions or if it's sighted
A desert
in the
animal.
last 10 years or in the last week.
I'll kind of lean in and I'll whisper. I'm looking for a Taras.
Well, we don't see them that much anymore. Eh, They don't mess around outside the city. But I have heard stories. Usually from people who are near death.
Where do they usually come from?
Oh, I can't seem to remember. He holds out his
Money.
hand.
Money.
I knew this was coming.
I take out a gold piece.
Bartering for information. That was a horrible pun. I'm so sorry.
Go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
So you hold out a coin piece, and he goes like,
More. All right. I'll hold out a gold piece and 50 silver.
nice.
Put it in his hand.
Well, there have been reports of a Tarask attack not far from here 2 weeks ago.
Which area should we look at?
You'd have to go northeast.
Northeast? Any indication about how far outside city limits?
That's about a good half day's travel.
Half day's travel. All right. All right. Thanks, my guy.
You're very welcome. Goes
Um,
back to tending.
I'll take one more cursory glance around the barkeep or around the tavern, see if any new faces have popped up or anybody's being nosy.
Nope.
Nothing. And I'll head back up.
Right.
I'll head back into the room. I'll sit down and take off my fedora. And I'll look at him. Like, all right, I got good news and I got bad news. It's my dice bag. Good news is I have a direction. Bad news is it's about a half day's travel.
So we'd be gone a while.
Yes.
Fuck.
That's the bad news.
If the guards come searching for us while we're gone, that would spell trouble for us.
Hey, Sobek.
Have we forgotten this thing of letting people know where we are every time that
Side
I mean,
back.
I'm a rogue,
Sobek.
so I don't really give a shit, but
Hey, Sobek, how good is your stamina?
Do you mean my range?
Yeah. That would probably be a better question. How good is your range?
Well, I can fly maybe 5 miles before our connection becomes too thin and I have to return to wherever I go when I'm not needed.
All right.
I guess I can try go talking to the captain to see if we could get some leeway. Maybe
That might be
you
our
know,
best bet.
All right, yeah, I'll go talk to Kira.
Go. You need to go work your magic.
Jericho clears his throat.
It's magic.
Grab Venator, don't quit your day job.
How's that? Did you feel
I wonder.
run away?
Disco. Whatever did we do to make it to
Okay, I retract my statement. Venator, don't get a day job.
What did I miss?
Yeah, you there. He forgot a little bit of information that he knows aside from you guys. And I just kind of sort of responded to him when he said, don't quit the day job.
So Jericho kind of freshens up, cleans himself a bit, goes through his room, grabs his lute. You guys can probably hear him singing. Into your witcher. As he prepares.
I feel like anything Tenacious D is appropriate, right?
Long as fucking time ago in a town called
Kickapoo.
Namek.
That's how this started, was with Tenacious D being played on the lute.
There traveled a humble party of a bard, a rogue, and a couple of other idiots.
Tieflings.
Alright, let's get this semi non-heist heist negotiations going.
I'm just picturing Jericho just like making himself all pretty for Kira.
Wait, is it as a man, or is he getting into drag?
Just slightly cleaning himself up, not so grimy.
Walk into Jericho's room, he's powdering his face.
Where's Jericho? Probably making himself the prettiest girl at the party.
I'm gonna be the prettiest girl at the party.
Stop that! You did that a little too well. Stop it!
I mean, it depends on the culture, really.
True.
That's what dudes used to do back in the 17.
Yep. So I find kind of funny that it's like shown down here in the good old US of A, considering it was made for guys and stuff like that.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Jericho kind of just, cleans himself up and it's like, okay, I'll go see what I can do. And then proceeds to leave towards the main guard's area.
I give him my fedora. Here, you'll need this.
And now you have a -5 to.
I swear to God, if you take -5 for my charisma, I'm not rolling with those stats.
as I see here with the head, I was like, where'd you get that from?
That's not in fashion today.
What he said. What the almighty D&D dad said.
Alright, you're.
Did I say dad or did I say
As you-
mom?
I don't give a shit anymore.
They're done with daddy.
As you saunter your way over.
Oh no, I'm also picking up some flowers from a local shop. I'm also just gonna, maybe pick up okay. I'm gonna find someone selling some exotic drinks. Find me a fine bottle of dwarven wine, maybe. I'm good for it. I got the money.
Okay. You get to the shop. You notice they have some pretty nice looking desert flowers. Some of them are yellow and red, and some of them are blue and pink, and
Blue flower, red thorn.
That would happen the moment I'm about to speak. I look to the shopkeep. How much for the red and yellow flowers?
Well, it's the most common one around, so it's gonna be like, I don't know, 2 silvers, I guess.
Oh. What's the least common one around?
Oh, we don't have them out front. Join me in the back.
I follow shopkeep to the back.
Okay.
What funny
So
business?
this one. So this one, and you see that it's a green yellow flower with red leaves on it. Now this is the desert sun rose. It's got the most potent poison of all flowers in the desert.
Shopkeep. I'm just trying to impress a lady.
Why didn't you say so? You know what? If I give you the prettiest flower I have, will you keep it on the hush hush about this one?
I'll do you a solid. I'll buy it off you too.
That's a deal.
I'll actually pay for the services.
And now watch Jericho as he goes up to the to the guard lady and mixes the flowers up. Can't remember which one is which. Here.
God, I want to call lives to be so much easier.
No, I want to save the other one for a later time. I'm like, you know what? It's pretty.
When you've had enough of this mortal coil.
When he's out of herb.
He can invoke that and somehow get immune to it. He has to have some kind of resistance to it after that.
That would be dope. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to pay for the flowers.
All right. The flower's gonna cost you like 5 gold pieces.
Bet. Okay.
Damn.
It's expensive, but like it's not like we don't have like 15 or well, Kayla had 15 at one point. We've been pooling our money for a while.
I mean, technically, I still have like 60 gold pieces worth of silver.
That's true. We have a shit ton of silver, but yeah.
Where did Deca go? She's gone. What? She went off to Fantasy Vegas.
She made it big.
Snake eyes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pay for it. Fuck it.
Sure. All right. You now have in your possession the most lethal death rose in the desert.
And a bouquet of flowers.
And a bouquet of very pretty flowers arranged in a way so that they complement each other in color and composition and whatnot.
Sweet. All right. Now for the piece de resistance. Wine.
You need to tell Weiss to stop jumping on here because I looked and this bastard attacked me.
Is Weiss up there?
No, she was up there last night since he decided he wanted to try to fight her, and I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning because of that bullshit.
Anywho, you get to the liquor store. As soon as you go in, the guy in there is like, "Can I see some ID?"
ID?
I'm kidding.
I was about to say I want to do a perception check to see if I see any of my associate symbols anywhere.
I mean, you can still do that.
All right, bet I'm gonna roll for it.
Roll for persons.
That's a nat 20.
That's... yeah, you see the symbol of the sigil of your brotherhood, rather almost. right on the counter, like etched into the table. It looks ornate and pretty there, but there's another
You
meaning
know the
behind just being
meaning.
pretty.
Oh, okay. Bet. When he asks if does he actually ask for my ID?
No.
Okay, bet.
He's just like, "G'day, what can I help you with?"
I'm looking for some of the finest of your selection. And at that moment, I also pull out the rest of my pocket sand.
Right. Freaking.
He's like, he looks around, then he looks down on the floor, be like, "I know we're in the desert, and I know I have to sweep the floor every now and again. Desert sand, but like, come on, dude. You could have done this outside."
Listen, man. If it makes you feel better, you can pass me a broom. I'll clean it up. Just
Okay. You know what? Never mind. You want the good stuff, or do you want the good stuff?
what's the good?
Something that
Not today. Well, maybe today. We'll see. I like you though. No, this is for it's for a tough lady.
okay. So what kind of gal do you think she is? Is she a wine? Is she a whiskey? Is she a gin kind of gal?
Her looks are as sweet as wine, but my God, is she rough like whiskey?
Mm-hmm.
She's my little whiskey girl.
Well, he goes over to one of the further down shelves, picks up a bottle, and is like, yeah, I think this will do. Okay. So it's common knowledge that the dwarves make a mean whiskey, but a terrible wine. Like, ugh. But this is a whiskey wine mix, and it shouldn't work, but it does.
This is that part where you play the JonTron. I'll take your entire stock. But no, the bottle will do.
You don't want a pre-taste of it?
Oh, I want a sample.
All right, you want to get a sample? Sure thing. He goes back to the counter, goes down, grabs something. There's already an open one. Pours a little bit in it and hands it to you.
Wafts it, sniffs it, lets it sit on my tongue for a little bit.
You can definitely, it has that fruity, almost slightly bitter white wine taste. Even though the liquid is definitely not white or clear. And then as soon as you gulp it down, you just feel like an intense fire in your throat.
Great dragons of the north, I love this. I'll take it.
Dragons of the North. Okay.
Wonderful. Want me to wrap it up, or you just want it like that?
Oh fuck! This is an important question. Wrap it, yeah. You know we're gonna wrap it.
Cool. He starts wrapping it in like some palm leaves. Paper's expensive.
You know what? It's about the presentation. It will probably look good contrasted with the flowers.
All right then. Uh, you get your stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, this is gonna be 2 gold."
Get your shit and get out.
Wait, we never confirmed whether or not he was with my brotherhood or not, right?
We did though. He was like, "You want the good shit or the good shit?"
Okay. Alright. Come on, you can't do something for, Jericho K. Memmius?
I have heard your name before. Mm.
Wait, hold on, where have you heard it from? There are 2 schools of thought on this.
I'd like to see your manager say that school of thought, or
He goes a little bit down the counter, grabs a small bottle, opens it, and splashes it in your face, and be like, "You fucked my sister."
Here's 3 gold. I'm leaving.
No, he picks up a small bottle with a very clear label on it that's like, "Don't accidentally consume this or get it on your skin or anything." Like, "Yep, take this. Keep it closed if you don't want to use it. Don't even check it. Don't even smell it. Just keep it in there. Unless you're absolutely certain you're going to use it."
Thank you. Jericho kind of is like, I was preparing for a date, but I've also bought 2 things that are meant to kill people today.
they know you.
Murder. Hobo.
No.
Technically, did he check at the flower shop to see if they were part of his guild?
No, but the dude gave me some good shit anyway.
See, the thing is,
I'm still trying
there's
to
that.
the fact that there is a month for Murder Hobo, which is coming up. May is the month of Murder Hobo.
So you guys know that thing that's going around the internet where it's like, if you can hold eye contact with someone else for like 6 seconds, you'll either want to fuck him or kill him. It's basically the same school of thought that's going on here.
They all want to kill him?
No, he's just buying stuff that's used for both. To woo someone or to kill someone. It's the same thing.
He's covering
Listen.
bases, basically.
Basically, you guys only know Jericho to either be horny or kind of homicidal. This is pretty much on brand.
Great combination of both.
There is no middle ground. It's either or.
Listen. You keep saying kind of. Just because a few heads have lost their bodies.
You have condoned our tiefling to go and vor somebody while you shot their fucking head off.
Ow, that was loud.
And you can't have that conversation together.
This is true. Back to in-character stuff. Jericho's going to pay for everything and also sweep up the sand because he felt that.
All right. He nods. He's like, rough.
Guilt.
All right. Let's go find Kira.
All right. So you continue your saunter over. You get there, and it seems like they're doing a kind of drill. But as you walk past with your bouquet of flowers and something that's wrapped up that looks like a bottle of something, a few heads turn your way and like,
just kind of nods. Ladies, fellas.
Okay.
I mean, they should know me by now. I've been here a few times already. It's that fucking Bard again.
This is where I wish there was kind of what do you call it, like a sanity meter or something in the game, because I'm like, You cross paths with someone who makes your skin crawl, and you start getting very afraid. It's Mr. Neil fucking Armstrong.
Oh no.
He just looks at you.
That subtle wink just.
He walks towards you, walks past you, but in passing, he says, like, don't overdo it, man.
Tosses the fucking flowers.
He grabs the flowers, goes back to it, and is like, that's not what I meant, you fuckhead.
Gives back flowers.
Takes back flowers. Don't give me ominous messages without any proper pretext. I had a rough few weeks.
I know, I was there for most of them.
All right then.
What I mean is, you may be healed, but your body is still adjusting.
Oh. Oh.
Now go on, get.
Do or die time. Let's go.
Or die.
Or die. Jericho continues to look for Kira.
Well, you don't have to look very far. She is in her office, looking up guard plans and all the good stuff. A few updates to some laws, apparently.
Oh.
Something
Best.
about sewer security. Pfft, no one wants to take that.
Hey, I mean, if it pays double. Anyway, knocks on the doorway of her office, says, hey,
Yeah, all right. She
Kira.
looks down. She's looking at her papers, then she looks,
Hey, it's me again.
I
How
can
you
see
doing?
that.
Very unimpressed. I guess it wasn't that good.
What can I help you with?
Well, first, these are for you. Was on my way here just to, converse, touch bases. Saw these along the way. Thought you might. Here you go.
You hand her both things, or?
Hand her the flowers first.
Alright,
Yeah.
she takes them and is like, yeah, I'm not gonna smell them, I'm a bit allergic.
No, that's fine. And then I put the bottle on her desk, and I said, "This is for after your shift."
I've had this once. At least I think I did.
I mean, we can find out together later whether you've had it before or not.
Smooth. Okay. Well, thank you.
No problem. But how's the situation with me and my comrades being under city limits?
Well, you don't have to be anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, okay, so I'm going to which one was it again? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do charm person. So, and I'm gonna roll for that. Let's go. That is an 18. Wait, hold on, and plus my charisma. Yeah, no, that's a 23.
They have to roll for charm person.
Oh, they have to roll against it.
It's a save. It's a charisma save, I believe.
Yeah. The other thing, I wrote down some stats for some people.
What's your spell DC?
What is my spell DC? I want to say it's a 2.
No, that's wrong. No.
Okay, I'm definitely looking at the wrong thing. Oh no, it's 11.
That still sounds wrong.
That's really low.
I don't know. When I made Jericho, his stats weren't that good except for the charisma stat, man.
Well. Alright then. Yeah, sure. Okay. Roll for save, and that's a 19 plus 2.
I don't think you charm her.
A 19 plus 2 is a 21 versus a 23.
Yeah, that's not how it goes, bro.
It goes against your DC.
Oh, I'm not even sure what it is, man.
But
well, it's not that high.
But it is not like you charm her magically, but you definitely just charm her the good old-fashioned way.
Bet that works. I was just trying to flirt anyway.
Okay.
Jericho looks at Kira. It's just, I really appreciate all the help you've been over the past couple days. You've made me and my companion's journey a lot more easy to manage. I don't think we would have been able to do as much as we could without you. I know the last time we were together wasn't in the best of shape. Why don't I make it up to you later tonight?
Alright.
Yeah?
Alright, yeah.
I'll see you tonight.
My shift ends at sundown.
And then Jericho leaves.
Indeed.
Heads back to my companions after a long bit of fucking around.
And what have you guys been doing while he...
So, just for info reasons, I'm gonna say Deca was trying to teach us a card game, and my own response is, what is this fuckery?
I was gonna suggest, like, were you braiding each other's hair or something?
I want to be sitting
sleepover.
behind Pelagia and just like brushing her hair.
Pelagia's just reading.
And Will's keeping a
Pelagia's
watch
hair
out.
and like putting in tiny little micro braids and probably going through her bag and pulling out all little knickknacks that she's collected over the years and like weaving them in.
I swear, every time we get a chance, we just make Pelagia even more of a fucking beanstalk than what she already is.
She's so pretty though.
Yes!
And
now
Will's just keeping a watch out.
And now Pelagia's hair includes 50% more. It's fine.
What?
Bones. Like bones braided into the hair.
Yep.
Right?
I mean, she's a necromancer, so that
She's got
works.
twin tails, but she's got like fucking bird fucking skulls as like the barrettes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll stand the fuck out now because her hair is black thanks to the pixies, and then burned it into her hair. Oh yeah, it looks black and white.
Actually, you know what? That could work. I would like to see the bow and hair accessories.
Good job, Marco. You actually made something seem extremely canon. Now I want to try to draw it.
Wow.
Making a note to get some like bone barrettes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm pretty sure our number one fan is sitting there just like, do it now.
Like this whole D&D story is just, this whole campaign is just about Philaji just being this emo and then growing up to be very soft, very nice, but still raising the fuck out of the dead.
Big titty goth girlfriend.
While eating people's throats for snacks.
I have not consumed any of it. I spit everything out. Thank you.
You still rip them out of their throats. Just like, I'm going to
Yeah.
warn you. Just like hearing her say that, it's like.
It's almost like, I'm not a racist, but
I'm not a cannibal, but
all right. Jericho's back. I'm guessing you're relaying the information. You've got free reign.
Guys, we can leave the city.
that was fabulous, Jacob.
Okay. Does he tell us about his thing with her tonight?
Does he?
I'm asking.
I say we go now, investigate northeast. Is that half day travel? What time of day is it right now?
It is still. It's before noon.
You would just get out there by the time you have to get back to be back by sunset for her.
All right, guys. I'll find you guys transport, and I'll meet you there tomorrow morning.
Wait, what do you mean you'll meet us there tomorrow morning?
I'm with the ranger on this one.
Without looking up from her scroll, he has a date.
Did you make plans to hook up with Kira, knowing that we were gonna leave?
Okay, I wanted to ask you to stop right there, because I'm looking at you, you look like this ghetto black person, this ghetto black mother with the glasses down like that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Where?
Exactly.
Who? You went where? Wait, who?
I am building our credibility with the locals.
So
What you're doing is you're sticking your dick in
Philaji, that was the
official-
biggest little sister energy I have ever
Yeah.
seen. That was like, just like, he's got a date.
He's got a date.
He was like, the one that I just, she got this before we did. We need to go reevaluate ourselves now.
Look,
We're looking.
listen. I'm keeping our relations with the local powers on a good standing.
How much stamina do you have to make that happen?
He's gonna have to rest all today to go for tonight.
Anyone want to roll for insight?
Oh, I'm down.
Yes.
I feel so attacked right now.
I rolled a natural 20, by the way.
Same.
All of us rolled. Poor Jarek.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay,
We're all like,
so y'all.
Hold on, we haven't seen what his performance was.
Yeah, suck.
Are you gonna roll against us?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Deception.
I mean, you're rolling
Deception.
against 2 nat 20s. So.
Yeah, no. It won't matter anyway. I got a fucking 4.
So you can tell from the urgency in his voice to the urgency of the speed in which he says things. You all know that he's like, yeah, we can do this tomorrow. I'll be there Yeah. 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 He trying to pipe.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna put my hand on Jericho's shoulder.
Don't fuck it
Are you
up.
sure you can handle this?
I have a reputation to maintain.
It's her
I have
reputation to salvage.
Wow.
I'm being
Becca.
salty and sassy. I'm sorry.
Decca,
Listen,
this is something I have to do.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying hit it. Get the fuck out of there. And we leave in the dead of night.
Quit it.
It's
I would
easiest
meet-
to leave at night. It's cooler than better travel.
Ooh. See, this is why I like you guys. I'm so glad I met you during that fire lizard.
Fire lizard?
That's
Oh,
Long story.
She just looks at y'all.
I love how the ranger ruined and really just sat there and said, different story, different time.
I don't care.
I mean, we have time now.
Yeah. While Jericho goes out and gets nasty,
I mean, we still have to wait till sundown for him to get nasty.
Why not
Sure.
secure transport for the travels? Maybe some camels again? We kind of returned our last ones.
With
Okay,
extra.
guys. I have to bounce. I'm getting yelled at because I'm using all my mom's internet and she's only got 10% left and she's got to use the internet later.
Really?
okay.
Wait, hold on. How is internet being used in percentages?
They live out in the boonies.
I'm out in the boonies.
So they had it based on a certain amount?
Yes, I'm getting yelled at.
Oh, that's
Okay.
giving me PTSD.
I'm guessing your data doesn't work out there.
I'm getting yelled at without her saying a word. She's walked up and shoved her phone in my face saying, "You're using all my internet."
I'm taking it your data doesn't work out there for your phone.
No, I have like a single bar out here.
Man, that's gonna suck for the wedding.
It really is.
Aw.
I gotta go. I'm getting yelled at.
Alright. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
And like that, everyone forgot Decca existed.
I was actually gonna suggest either a break right now or something else because I'm not gonna graphically detail whatever the fuck happens between Kira and Jericho.
I was just gonna say we could pick it up at the night after he's done. Just spend a day relaxing and recuperating because we kind of been doing a lot of crap.
True.
I know you said crap, but it really sounded like you said crack.
I mean, we've been doing that too. The energy of this entire group.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have something else. I'd like a small break first.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ray, you're gonna have to remember to cut the stream and to mute everybody.
I don't know what to do exactly, but I will take this to break.
I'm pretty sure it's in the audio tab.
Stream. We'll be right back.
After this commercial break.
It's not promoted by Raid. Fuck that shit.
No. We're sponsored by NordVPN this week. Duh.
You bastard.
No, we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. See you in a minute.
Okay. Falashi giving off hello little sister vibes.
If I'm ready. I've said fuck it with the horn.
I mean, they are the right shape, but I don't know if you'd like that.
Stop it! Oh, I hate it.
I'm dirty.
I hate it.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, returned.
any people left? Noise.
My volume is all the way up. Sorry.
All right. All right.
Of course, it's gonna show the chat still, but I just put it at full screen, so
Are you actually clicking the expand tab, or are you just like zooming in on the people? Oh.
zooming in. Well,
I do not like that I am center screen. That makes me very self-conscious. Anxiety! Anyway, back to our story.
Back to our game. All right. You guys have been fucking around waiting for night so that Jericho can get fuck off.
Literally.
So Jericho can go get fucked off.
You know what? Actually, before it gets dark, you guys are sitting up in your room, planning ahead.
Animal is also keeping an eye out the window, checking, just paranoid.
Yeah, sure. And while you're looking out the window, you blink, and suddenly you're not looking out the window anymore.
The fuck? Look around. Is everybody else here with me, or am I just like gone?
You're by yourself.
The fuck?
What you see before you is it's like you're standing on still water, and you can see blue skies with a few clouds, all like it just keeps on going. It never ends. The whole horizon is filled up, just like reflecting still water, blue skies, and a few clouds.
This would be really pensive and serene if I wasn't startled and like paranoid. What the fuck? I look around to see if anything else is around me.
You look around for a few seconds. You don't see anything, and then once you turn around yet again, there you see something human-shaped, but it's like a hole in the reality. There's just pure darkness.
It's just like a cutout.
It's a cutout, basically.
Oh?
Well, hi there.
Should I be worried about you? How did you get me here? Where am I?
So many questions for another time. Listen. You and your friends, well, I guess they're your friends by now since I got you here. You have unwittingly become part of my plan of doing something. Not that I'm complaining. I think it's hilarious. But you seem like y'all could use a little bit of help sometime.
What plan?
There you go with those questions again. Listen, I don't have time to answer all of those. Just know that I might need your help sometime in the future. Consider me a sponsor.
Okay. Question mark?
Now listen, I'm gonna give you something, and it's a great little piece of equipment, like ooh-wee. But it's gonna come at a cost.
Everything has a price.
Exactly. So I will give you this sweet, sweet little piece of equipment. It's like it looks like leather, just like a leather tunic. But what it does is that it makes you impervious to attacks for a short amount of time.
What kind of attack? Any attack?
Non-magical.
Any physical attack?
Basically, yeah.
And what's the cost?
Which is your dominant hand? Yeah, I'm gonna need that finger.
Like this finger?
Yep.
Why?
There you go with the questions again. I don't have time for that. Do you want it or not?
Thinking about all the stuff she needs her hand and finger to. I can do this with that other finger. I'm thinking about like lockpicking, throwing.
Well, you can
During
operate
that.
most of those without your index.
You'd be surprised at how important an index finger is for all kinds of things that are not.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with a freaking thumb. Huh?
And a pinky. I was thinking anything above a 10, I'll say yes. Anything below a 10, I'll say no. And I rolled a 5.
So you're going to say no?
I'm going to say no. Because I need my hand and my attached phalanges.
Alright.
Is there anything else it could cost than a very real finger?
Well, it's not like I'm going to keep it forever. You'll get it back.
There's so many more questions.
He just like does this with his hand, and he quickly says, now this is just for demonstration purposes. He does this, and all your fingers are gone, and then he does that, and they're back. See,
I don't know if I like you.
See, he's not gonna be gone forever.
Just until you deem it.
Yeah, because that's the deal.
I'm sorry, Amanda, but you are lagging out on my end.
I'm
One might say
sorry.
it's a steal.
I'm sorry, Marco. What?
That's the deal, and some might say it's a deal.
To seal the deal?
To seal the deal, indeed.
Deal. As long as I get it back.
Sure.
She made a deal with the Shadow Man.
She made a deal with the Shadow Man.
Which one? I choose if it mess with the Shadow Man. At this point, all of us.
Alright. He snaps his fingers, and now you're wearing the leather armor. You no longer have your right pinky or index finger, and that gives you a -1 to dexterity as a temporary modifier.
I had to find my pencil.
Oh, your door is open, by the way.
Mine?
Yes. Or is it a mirror?
That's a mirror.
You got a door for a second there. I'm sorry.
Mirror.
Amigo.
My door is over this way.
I thought it was open there for a second. I'm sorry.
Okay, so dexterity is -1.
Yeah. On your modifier, not in general. Well, technically in general.
Semantics.
Do I go through and on all the ones that have dex, I change it to -1? Like instead of a +4, instead of a +6, it'll be a +5 on all my dex things.
Basically, yeah. Oh no.
Right, just not the man. I love these chairs. They're tall and feel comfy, but at the same time, the chairs like riding like pant leg up.
Okay. I went through and did that.
Easy solution.
Did you just say take them off?
Yep.
I mean, I can, but I'll get in trouble with YouTube.
I mean, technically, your lower half is not visible.
Yeah.
My lower half will be visible if I have to get up and take them off, is what I'm saying.
Turn off the camera. Anyway,
I don't know when I'll take you guys out as well as necessary.
alright, just cover the camera then.
I'm not worried about it. I'll do it.
All right. So he snaps his fingers. You get the leather armor, you lose your finger, and then he snaps the other one, and then you're back in the tavern. Bye now.
Until next time.
Yeah, you basically get to say like and then you're back.
And they just hear me finish saying it.
Till next time, what?
Oh. Can I just question you real quick? About the
Depends on the question.
about the missing finger you came back with.
Can they see that? Am I like, do I just have my hand out or like?
My question, when I had my hand raised earlier, what were you seeing of Ann Will while she was interacting with Mr. Universe?
What?
Where did I go physically?
Yeah.
I think time froze for us because when it happened, when we were getting our stuff with Aaliyah, it was kind of just like a blink.
Yeah, same day he's a demigod, time is rather subjective. So, for all we know, it could have been a second for us, for you guys it was 8 minutes at a time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been a second.
So we blink and she's wearing new armor and missing a finger.
And saying something.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell is happening here? Okay, where
And I'm just like this.
And you're like, so that's what it feels like.
Yeah, we
Can't
have
say
talked
I like
about this
that.
before.
I don't think you guys talked about it with Animal.
Have we not?
No, we have not.
Oh, bet. Okay, this should be fun.
I sit there and just look there and was like, did you just somehow leave for a split second?
I don't know. Did they even notice that I left or anything?
I mean,
Again, it would have been a blink. We would have blinked our eyes, and she would just have a different appearance.
Yeah, I don't think you would have noticed if I left or that I left.
We would have blinked and saw you in new clothes and like, you're a fast changer.
That's
Look
not
at
the
it
only
now.
thing that changed.
Did you meet
Yeah,
that
well.
one guy?
To what both of you talked at once.
What happened to your finger?
I made a deal with nothing.
Did he sound like he had a weird country accent?
Did he talk funny?
He talked funny.
Looks at Pelagie.
I look at Jericho.
With their universe.
I look at Jericho. We all just look at each other. And we all just like unanimously say, "Mr. Universe." We just like not. We just like formally go back and just call him Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
Him, them,
You know.
her, it. I don't know what pronouns you want to use.
Yeah, he's the one who gave me this sword.
Oh, the one that made me see dead people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he gave those two something too.
Probably.
But yeah, no.
Hold on, did Andy freeze for y'all?
No,
Nope.
she's moving.
Oh, she froze on my screen.
I might have just been sitting still.
Did she freeze or did she just like?
No, your hand is in your Doritos bag, and you're just like,
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, she's moving.
I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out my what is it called? The 1,000.
The Tome of 1,000 Truths.
I'm gonna take this sword.
Pull it out.
what, Andy?
I'm sorry. I just thought about Death Note.
Yeah,
As a boy.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I hate you for making that reference.
But
I do have this though.
I lost track of what I was saying.
You were taking out your book.
Handy death book. I'm gonna sit there and just call it death book for copyright reasons instead of saying death note.
That's a pizza. That's a dog.
That's a
two
Mabel
dogs.
and Lexi.
But yeah. So he gave me this book that made me see my entire past and everything, and very traumatizing. But you know.
Well, at least I didn't have to live my past.
I just point at the staff that's sitting on me and looks like a tree branch. I got a staff that allows me changes to several different things if I put my mind to it, assuming that I can do it. Otherwise, I'll end up with what I had last time, which looks like a giant werebear kind of thing.
Oh,
Looks at Deca, and I assume you got the talking bird who talks only to you.
Yeah, she did.
Yep. And Jericho was supposed to say something.
I just realized that I can say stuff and she can't say anything about it until after she looks at the live stream.
Jericho is not currently here.
I think you call for something because he muted himself.
Right.
Jericho is
What's
back.
up?
What is Jericho supposed to say?
About your sword, I believe.
Oh yeah.
He already told me about the sword, the one that made me see dead people.
Yeah, but he doesn't tell you what it do.
Oh yeah, no.
What
I
do
mean,
you do?
you saw. Oh yeah, you saw dead people. But yeah, no. This is the sword of 1,000 battles. I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit. And it lets me kill things a lot better. I mean, assuming I can, you know,
Hit them.
get past the fact that anytime I pull it out, I see my friends impaling themselves on it.
Is that why you didn't really succeed with it when I first met you?
Look, it's me and the sword are working stuff out.
Yeah, I did some shit, but I'm pretty sure I hadn't seen some shit on Skyrim level creating a character shit.
I just traded my finger for a nice piece of leather that protects me from any physical attacks for a short time.
What?
Which makes me very curious because that means I'm gonna get beat on.
That sounded very lewd. Marco's just like, I'm done. I'm sorry, Marco. He's just like, done. And he's just a new, like, I don't put up with this shit. Why?
He needs to create a little note card that says "Done with you"
He's already developing stuff like that already as it is.
or "Done with y'all." The fuck?
He's gonna come to us and have the beating stick where we start talking out of turn. There's a back up stuff in him. So stop.
I'm gonna take a note out from one of my favorite Pixar movies and just bring my sandals and throw La Chancla after you.
You quoting Coco?
Yeah. La Chancla.
Jake, you might want to get a charger for your phone case because I noticed you switched that out, so they might be dying.
What do you mean? They've been charging this entire time for my headphones?
I thought they were dying.
I don't know.
Okay.
All
I
right.
switched them out
Anyway.
a while ago.
I wanna open my book again. See if I can figure anything else out with it, because I haven't done.
Okay. Ooh, that might actually be fun. Hold on.
Marco's getting ideas.
Oh boy.
Be very, very afraid. So I'm gonna change it just a little bit.
Oh no.
Like, I gave you an extra spell slot, I remember.
Did you?
Yeah, I think that's what it did, right?
No. What it didn't affect me like physically, it was information about like my past that I didn't know.
I think he was supposed to give you an extra spell slot, but I forgot to mention it at the time.
Oh. Okay.
I remember mentioning it, but maybe not to you. Oh well. It gives you an extra spell slot.
Sick!
Third level. The highest one that you currently have.
Alright.
Because I also considered like giving you a random spell. Like every day there's gonna be a random spell in there.
I like that idea.
Right?
Like a wild magic type thing?
Kind of like a wild magic thing.
It's like basically like just a spin the wheel type thing of the day. You get one random new spell to use, even if it's not underneath your like archetype of spells you could normally cast.
You mean like how I have Sunburst?
Imagine you could actually like instead of resurrecting someone from the dead, you could actually give life because you got a random spell.
That'd be dope.
When you said spin the wheel, I immediately started thinking for some reason, spin the wheel, Randall! Spin the wheel!
The necromancer somehow has, a divination spell.
Interesting.
Druid spells.
Technically. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Like you could technically also get like 9 spells, like Jesus. Huh? Dominate monster.
I just come back to dominate monsters. The fuck?
So
Marco,
welcome
I
back
got
to
it.
this session of Dungeons and Dragons.
Definitely dungeons.
Everything sounds like it's a sexual innuendo.
Marco, I have an idea. Write 20 spells on a sheet of paper. And then have Andy roll each time we play for the random spell of that day. Whatever the number is the spell she could use.
Oh, it's gonna be 2d10. It's gonna be a d100.
Oh. 100 spells?
Or I could find the 10,000 wild magic search table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use metronome.
So let's try this out. First, we roll for what kind of class it's gonna be.
Ah, shit, whatever.
It's a cantrip, okay. No, jeez. That's a control flames, okay. So that's a start. So, go again. That's a bard cantrip, ooh. Seduce, no.
Wait, does Jake has this seduce cantrip?
No. He technically has a cantrip called Friends. What?
Maybe you can people use band of
Huh.
Thank you for being a friend.
Okay, let's get moving while I.
I think from here on, I'm just gonna like paint my finger black to show that it's not there, because I don't want to be going like this all the time.
Sure.
Or get a glove and cut the rest of the fingers off. And then it's just, the ones that are showing are the ones you currently have, and the one that's covered is the one you don't have.
There should be some fingers gloves out.
It'd just be easier to paint my finger black. It's like dead finger. Okay, and cutting a glove is a waste of a glove.
Like I said, there's so many fingers gloves will be like that, but that's a story for a different time.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like the Michael Jackson.
he
glove.
means I would still need the rest of the finger. So
Anyway. So Anwell has met Mr. Universe, everyone. She's now officially a part of the party.
and he said that we're on some kind of plan for him to save things.
Yeah, we don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, something about a sponsorship. We kind of just said thanks for the stuff and kept doing the things.
Just roll with the punches.
Basically. We haven't seen him since the desert.
We're still in the desert.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like desert before we came to town.
So it's been a week.
Before I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Have we only been in town like a full week? I feel like it's been like a week and like...
Maybe 10 days.
Alright. So... Are we pretending Decca is here?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I talked to her kind of sort of earlier.
And so that's what we were just prepping before everything, and then Anwell had some experience. Does that mean
And
she's
now
down
you
to
gotta
us
go
by
fuck.
fate? Oh, true. Is it nighttime already?
Yeah, just about.
It's sunset. We're at dusk right now.
Indeed.
Puts
Time
on my-
passes.
Puts on my fancy black puffy shirt.
You said puffy or puppy?
Puffy. There are no dogs in our party unless you trained into one.
Now Jericho looks like Jask.
Jericho slightly looks more like Jaskier.
Now you just need to steal that master emerald and we go done with the opera.
Hey.
We know that's not gonna happen. You lose your fingers before that happens.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, Marco, I'm ready to roll to see if how this date with Kira goes. And by a date, it's totally not actually a date.
I mean, you don't have to roll, but sure.
What? I had to roll last time to see whether or not I was gonna limp or not, and I failed.
That's because you rolled to see how you fared after your eloping. You didn't roll to
Be like that sometimes.
But we can roll for a D100. Yeah, that's the 2 D10s you get. One's in 10s and the other's in ones. You roll them together and that way you have a D100.
I mean, I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Now, the other one you got in your hand, Ray, was a D.
Was it what?
Was a D8.
Oh, so I had the wrong one.
Yeah, so you'd roll the D10 twice.
No, that's a D12.
What the heck am I doing wrong then?
Like they are basically the same dice. One's just got 10s on it. Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. You got 2 of them, Jake?
Yeah, I got 2.
All right. Roll.
Okay.
Both of them at the same time.
Okay, fine. I got. Damn it, that's 10 off. I want it's 59.
Oh man.
Okay. So I rolled a 63. But this wasn't a competition per se. Old or lowest. This is actually to show how your wavelengths are.
Compatibility.
Okay.
Compatibility. You're hitting it off. You're pretty close, like a 4% off. That's pretty good. You have a great night, and when you get back to the homies later in the night, you're walking a little funny. You got the pimp walk.
Wait, they don't know about the again part. Because to be fair, we kind of met in the sewers after the first time.
True.
So this is the first time they properly see me limping.
Looks like someone had a good night.
So, who's ready to go find us a trash?
Let's go get our camels and leave.
To be fair, I've been ready. We were waiting.
No.
It was one of the things we do throughout the day. It was what we said we were going to do while waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we already went through the whole process of renting camels from Stella's.
Yeah.
Make sure to get Zelda back, goddammit.
Does he get the same fucking camel?
I made sure to get Zelda back.
He just has to look for the number tag and then be like, I want this. It's really not that difficult.
I can't remember the numbers. I don't know.
That's why I called mine Zekrom and just went on with it.
Like, alright, Jericho's is number 69 or maybe 420. Who gives a shit?
I just remember calling it Optimus, but I don't care anymore.
Alright. And you are riding. It is dark.
Wait, no, that's not. That's
I think the 2 with dark vision should be
In
the
the lead.
ones in front. Yeah.
I feel like maybe one in front and one taking up the rear.
She's got the right idea.
True.
Keep everyone in line.
You make it seem like we're running some kind of jail line.
I mean, I was thinking more of a daycare, but
Stop being a wholesome beanstalk, goddammit. Wait, would it be called a daycare at night? That's a thought for a different time. Anyway, we're on the move.
care.
We're on the move. We're on the move. We're on the move.
You're on the
north.
move.
Was it northwest or northeast?
Northeast.
Northeast.
East.
This is why you're not in the lead.
Yeah, don't make the guy who limped back to the hotel lead the camel ride. Starts veering to the left.
You call it the limp. You call it the limp. It's been known to Ryan as the walk of shame.
I'm not ashamed.
So
Why are you taking up the rear?
you're riding for, and then you notice that there's some sand in front of you that's kind of like shifting and rumbling.
I want to look around, see if I find anything.
You want to look around?
Yeah.
All right. Roll a deception, or not a deception, perception.
We're lying.
Like
Damn.
insane.
What,
I
Andy?
got a,
Said we're lying to the sand.
I got a 16 plus 3, so 19.
All right.
What do you know? The Mighty 19's here.
Indeed. So you notice that there are like 3 rumblings, like 3 piles of sand that are moving. And you also notice that there are some like feelers or something sticking up.
Guys, I think something's here. We might want to get ready for
How
an attack.
big are the piles of sand?
This sounds like
Uh,
shit.
They're like medium size.
But like compare it to something.
Compared to something,
Give us like a scale. The fuck's a medium-sized pile of sand?
Right? Medium is very subjective.
when I say medium in the context of D&D, like what would hide underneath the sand is a medium size that is like 5'8", 5'7".
Okay.
Okay.
So
See,
Jared,
perspective matters.
Congrats, you found 3 baby Tarask now.
What to say? What?
Okay, now, since we found them, do we do anything about this, or do we leave and go get crazy?
No, I think he was joking about finding 3 baby
He
Tarask.
was joking.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Unfortunately, you haven't ridden the whole night yet.
You said half a day.
Yeah. You haven't ridden for half a day.
Yeah, half a day would take up the entire night.
Okay. Okay.
so half a
Gotta
day
go
is
get-
12 hours, not 6, like I was imagining.
Damn. Okay. You are noticed by the piles of sand.
I pull out my levy.
Okay, dope.
Or Cray. Named it Cray.
Deca's camel kind of panics, and then it starts running in one direction.
It runs away.
It runs away.
With Deca in tow.
With Deca in tow, because I don't have her stats, so I can't roll for her. So what you found is the 3 keys.
So basically, giant fucking ants.
Giant fucking indeed. Welcome. What's it called?
All
Jake, you know the movie that I'm referring. You all do probably.
Ants?
Not ants, but like bugs.
A Bug's Life.
No, not a Bug's Life. Human fascist fight alien bugs.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah. Welcome to Starship Troopers Fantasy Edition.
I love how
Would you like to know
it
more?
says human fascist. It was like, God.
Yes, God, indeed, fascist. All right, roll for initiative.
God damn it.
No!
Ooh, okay.
Wait.
Those of you who don't have night vision get a disadvantage to your initiative roll.
What?
That's a lot. Oh.
Those of you who don't have night vision have a disadvantage.
So I've got a 19.
I got 14, so instead of hitting a single digit, like,
I
Where
got 16.
would that be?
Hold on. One at a time. I need to write down your name. Okay, Ray, your initiative.
it was 14.
Cool. Jake.
16.
Cool. Amanda.
I rolled a 19 and I have a +3, but I don't know what my vision is. I think
I'm pretty sure.
we
I think you have night
decided.
vision.
Okay.
So that's a 22. Mhm. Oh dang. That's bad.
It's bad, he says.
Are you gonna ask Andy?
I caught that the first time.
Okay. It's like, don't leave her out of this.
You got a 16, right, Falaji?
19.
A 19. Okay, even better.
Real
Cool.
quick, I need the armor stats for my new lovely.
Don't worry about that. I got you covered. Not literally. I'll figure it out as we go along. Technically, the leather has you covered. All right.
Does it raise my armor class at all?
It does not, but the first attack on you is gonna automatically miss.
Okay.
And then there will be like a turn delay on it activating again, and then we switch over to your standard. Okay. So we start off with Anvil, you start.
I'm gonna throw Cray and try and hit the. I'm gonna throw Cray, the dagger that I got and that I won from my throwing competition, and throw it at the closest thing.
Okay. The 3 keen.
3 keen.
Yes.
The closest of the 3 keen.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I got a 17.
Okay, that hits. Roll for damage.
Just. That is a 5 plus 2, so 7 damage. And then I call my dagger back.
Okay. And now it's Falaji's turn.
Alright. I am. Gonna use poison spray on the nearest one to me.
On the nearest one to you? Okay.
So that is 15 spell attack bonus, right?
What?
It's my roll plus my spell attack bonus, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
22.
That definitely hits.
And then that is 1d12 of poison damage.
1d12. Nice.
Do I have a d12?
You should. They are standard in a dice set.
Yes, but do I? I don't think I actually. So
It's the one that looks like an engram from Destiny.
yeah, but I don't have one up here.
The creature must succeed in a Constitution saving throw. Cool.
That's a 9.
Okay. It's rolling to see if it... that's a crit fail. Never mind. 9 points of damage, you say. Okay. Goody. Mr. Jericho.
Hello, yes. I'm assuming it's my turn. So because I don't have dark vision, I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my torch so I can see.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You do that, and you, as soon as you light it up, you see the horrible creatures in front of you with their 4, 6-ish limbs and hard carapaces, listening in the night dew.
Vicious mockery, you are one ugly motherfucker.
Okay. Vicious mockery. That's a gotta roll for your spell something. It must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or take 1d psychic damage and have disadvantage on it. When it's a spell, you don't have to do anything. Cool. On wisdom saving throw. What's your magic something? There's something I gotta roll. Your spell casting, spell save DC.
Spell save DC?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I have that stat written down.
As a spellcaster, you should.
You right.
205.
I don't know, maybe I sent it to you when I sent you all the stuff on my character.
205. The DC to resist one of your spells is 8 plus your spellcasting ability bonus plus any special modifier. What's your spellcasting ability modifier?
Hold on, I have this. Yeah. Do. I have this. It's just buried. There we go. Oh, my spell DC is 13.
Okay. Cool. It rolls a 13 exactly.
And then I have a +5 to my spell attack.
Yeah, that goes to the damage, I believe. So it don't hit. It's unfazed by your vicious mockery.
I mean, okay, bet that was more just me panicking.
Sure. Um. All right, then it is Venator.
These damn things. I am going to use Ice Knife.
Ooh.
For the faster.
Knife to meet you.
Eh,
I can hit it. I just gotta roll for hit die. 11 plus 5, so 16.
16, you hit.
Okay, I just had the D10 dice. It hit. It didn't do much. I hit it for. Find it. Yay! Why don't you?
I am out of practice. Woo.
So roll. Got a 16. And there's a D10, which roll. Got a 3 plus.
Ice Knife is a spell, right? You get your
Yeah.
spell attack bonus on top of that?
Yeah, the spell attack bonus went towards it went towards the hit die.
Right.
And then
What you roll?
that's how I got the 16. The attack bonus was 2, so I did a total of 5 damage.
Okay. Sure.
And my freaking tablet decided it wanted to sit there and time out a goddamn page. Because that's what
Sure.
it was. But we're good now.
Alright. Do I roll a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution 13.
Okie dokie. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Oh no.
And does that mean I have disadvantage or something?
I do believe it's just takes 1d10 piercing damage. Target each with 5. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Oh, so it's a dex saving. Okay, that changes the game. That's a crit fail, never mind.
I misread it. I thought it said Constitution, but it was decent. It was dexterity. My bad.
Alright. It fails, nevertheless.
Okay, so the ones that fell take 2d6 cold damage.
Alright, roll 2d6.
They will take. They take command damage of 7.
7, alright.
So do we change this to the ghost music instead of just having it be what it is now?
I don't know, will that break something?
No. I just wondering because she has a option on it for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
What the shortcut was for it.
Alright. Now, it's their turn because they rolled so fucking low they are unable to do a lot of things.
Well, are they alive still?
Sure. Sure they are. So it's
I'm pretty sure they're nice and awake now because they just got hit by some freaking ice.
so one of them makes a standing leap and goes after Falagi with its claws.
Okay.
So it's First, I'm gonna make it do a kind of like an acrobatics check because it's leaping. Even though it's a feat, I'm like, sure. It's dark. It succeeds with that, and then it goes with its claws. That's 16. Does that hit you?
It does.
Okie doke. And then it is 2 of these. And that's gonna be 8 points of damage.
Alright, as a reaction, I'm gonna cast Hellish
Hellish Rebuke.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. Dexterity saving throw. That's a 17.
Okay. That's also
What?
a 17. I rolled a 17 for.
Okay. You succeed.
So you have to take 3d10 of fire.
Damn.
So
Oh, look at that fake face, Marco. Ooh.
Three.
6, 8, and 3.
6, 8, and 3. That's a 17. Hot dang.
She rebukes you in the name of her Dark Lord. That little face of her. I rebuked you in the name of the Dark Lord.
Yeah, so you can definitely see some of its exoskeleton is kind of burned off in the unholy fires of hell. Dang, son.
Whiskey.
Crispy. Indeed. Then it's the other one's turn, and it's gonna go for Mr. Jericho.
Why?
Does a... Oh, neat. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah. That does.
Alright, it's going for a bite. And that's 3 points of damage. But while
how
it's
many points?
biting you, it's gonna go dig in with its claws. Let's see if that hits. That's a 13.
Yes, that also hits.
That also hits. Okie dokie. And that is 9 points of damage.
So 12 total?
12 total.
Ow! Ow!
And the last one is gonna go Anwell. Boom, boom. Okay, dang. Okay. It's gonna go for a claw attack, and that's a dirty 20.
Okay. How much does it hurt me?
That's gonna hurt you 7 points of damage, but because of your new armor, it slashes at you, and then its claws just kind of phase through you and just fuck.
Oh, that was handy. Pulls out my short sword along with Cray. So now I have 2 weapons.
I'm gonna just make it roll for wisdom saving throw, just in case it fails. It now has disadvantage for the next round.
Does my special armor have other stuff?
No. Not as far as you know.
As far as I know. Okay.
Right.
So top of the round with me.
Top of the round with you, indeed.
I'm gonna attack this motherfucker with both my weapons in my hand.
Okay. Roll to hit with both of them separately.
That is a 9 for my short sword, but it has a +6 to hit, so that's a 15.
That just hits.
And then I have a 16 for Cray.
Alright. That also hits.
Okay. That is a 4 plus 3 for the short sword, so that is 7. And then that is another 4, but this one's +2, so 6.
Okay, so 15.
Yes.
Alright. You have now cut off a few of its arms.
See if
It
it's
now only has
important.
now it only has 2 instead of 4. It does not feel good. And Philaji, burn shit.
The one in front of me that I set on fire, is it still alive?
It's
Or-
still alive, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Vampiric Touch
Ooh.
on. I have to cast a melee spell attack against a creature within my reach. I have to assume it's within my reach, considering it
Yep.
clawed me. On a hit, it takes 3d6 of necrotic damage. So, that is a 19 plus attack
There you go. That's
plus 6.
So 19 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
I need one more d.
You get your hand on it.
Just like grabbing its face.
Yeah, basically.
And that's 6. And I regain hit points equal to half the amount of necrotic damage dealt.
Yeah, did you roll 3d6?
I did
And how much in total?
6. So 3 points. Heal me.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely left some great scarring on its face.
Just
There's an imprint of your hand.
Graphic imagery.
And then it is Jericho.
What's up? Okay, so is it still like nomming on me? The one that came after me? Or did it let go?
It let go.
Okay, because ow. Alright, how far away is it from me?
It's within reach.
And how tall is it?
It's a medium. It's
Oh, it's about my height, right?
5'8" or something.
Bet. Okay, cool. I'm going to smack it in the face with my torch.
Okay. I think a torch only does
would that technically be an unarmed strike?
I don't think so.
No, a torch is technically a.
It's
I'm
like
not
a
unarmed. It's like a club,
But on fire.
but on fire.
okay, I'm willing to give that of damage just because it's on fire.
Okay, cool. Yeet. That is a 19. Let's go.
That hits.
Alright. What should I roll for damage on it?
Roll a d6.
D6? Fine by me. That's very disappointing, too.
Alright.
Sad. But,
Okie
you know what? Is happy, though. Just fucking hit it in the eye. You want to fucking... Like, ow.
And now it is Venator's turn.
spell slot for the ice knife.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you're looking at this fucker and what the fuck am I gonna do with these damage? I'm gonna hit the one that is closest to Jericho.
Okay. Go for it.
14 plus 5, that's a 19. And level 2 ice knife is. Okay, so the hit damage is the same, but the cold damage, if it failed the dexterity save, is what gets increased by 1d6 for each level.
Okay.
So I'm going to go hit that fucker, put him on blast, basically. That's a roll dice.
Thank you, Minotaur. I love you.
Adds a total of 6 damage to it. And those that are within 5 feet of it are going to be doing a dexterity save.
Does that
Okay.
include myself?
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, I lucked out with a nat 20 on that. Plus my dex mod, which is 21. Oh wait, no, it's a save.
Yeah, the dex save is a 13.
Okay. Oh, so that would be +3. So I got 23. Let's go.
All right. So out of the corner of your eye, you see that Venator is doing some magic-y shit, and he's looking at the Thurkeen that's currently attacking you. And you instantly just like pull on your camel and just like make it go a bit back.
Fucking Tokyo Drift the camel.
Basically. Deja vu.
Please pay forward.
And then you see it taking a blast of ice to the head.
Oh.
And it rolls. It's got to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
It already has disadvantage. Shoot. Those are pretty good rolls. What do I roll up against? Your DC, right?
You're rolling up against a 13.
Okay, so I rolled a 16.
He's safe.
+2, so 18. It's safe
It's safe this time.
for now. And now, after getting hit in the face with a bolt of ice, it's gonna go after you, Venator.
No. I see no.
It says yes. So first it's gonna come after you with its claws, and then it's gonna come after you with a bite.
With its big, meaty claws.
No.
Does a 10 hit you?
No, it just barely misses me.
Okay, so it swipes after you, and because it just got blasted in the face with ice, it misses.
Me just being that calculated bastard, you didn't say the magic word.
And then it goes after you with a bite attack, and does a 15 hit you?
Oh yeah.
All right. And that's this one, and that's 4 points of damage.
So that one hit. Ow.
And now you must make a constant saving.
What am I up against?
DC 11.
DC 11. So just like DC, there's no modifier thing.
Just roll Constitution.
Okay,
Constitution save.
Okay, so I have no modifier for that. Die, don't fail me now. It failed me. How could you? It rolled into the corner and it gave me an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what I get being cocky. I always roll bad and something bad happens.
You are now poisoned.
You're cocky if you're bad and you should feel bad.
And I will quickly look up what that means. But for now, it is I can wait. It is now one of the other one's turns, and it's gonna go after. It's gonna go after Philagi.
The one that she burned?
Yeah. Is made.
Burned, poisoned, sucked some of its life force.
All of the
Okay.
above.
All of the above. So it's gonna go after you with a claw attack, and does a 17 hit you?
It does.
The claw. You take 8 points of clawing damage,
Okay.
and then it's gonna go after you with a bite attack.
Wow!
That's a 13,
Barely hit.
so it hits. That's 3 points of damage.
Alright.
And now it's
Question, how much time has elapsed?
about 15 seconds, maybe 20.
Okay, cool. I can still cast Vampiric Touch for another, 5 seconds.
Okay. Now it's the last one's turn, and it's gonna go Nom on Anvil. Ready, Anvil? Oop.
I'm ready.
Ah, shit, that's an 8. Do I hit you on an 8?
No.
No. Not with its claw, with its bite at least, but here's a claw attack. That's even worse. Does a 7 hit you?
No.
So it swipes after you and nothing happens.
And I'm gonna go and try and attack it with both of my weapons.
Do it.
So I rolled a 13 plus. Actually, does a 13 hit because that's my my dagger?
It does not.
Alright, and I've got a 15 for the short sword plus 6, so 21.
That hits. 21.
21, 5 and 6.
5 and 6 damage.
No, that's how I got 21.
Okay.
26 plus 3. That is a 4, so 7.
7 points of damage.
Yes.
All right. All right.
I slashed it with my short sword.
Now it's only got one leg left, and it's like jumping on it, being like,
That's horrifying to think about.
Does it have one leg and 2 arms still?
yeah.
Or did I cut off the arms?
It has 2 arms and 1 leg. 'Tis but a scratch.
Just a flesh wound.
It's but a flesh wound. All right. Philagi, give him hell.
Alright, Vampiric Touch. Here we go.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
them up. 4. 16 plus 6 is 22. And I don't remember what the damage for.
3d6.
Was it? Okay. Couldn't remember if it was the D6 or the D10. No, how
The D10 was the fire one.
14.
So you get 7 HP back. It almost doesn't have a face anymore.
Almost, he says.
Grabs it with both hands.
Doing a Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, Jerry Coey.
Okay, so I'm gonna use up one of my spells. How close within proximity are the one in front of me and the one next to it?
The one in front of you is like 5 feet away, and the other one, the closest one to it, is like 15.
Okay, fuck it, yeah. Let me use one of my spell slots to cast Thunder Wave.
Mhm.
Thunder. Da-na-na-na-na.
And let's roll. That is a 14.
Hold on. Thunderwave. That is 15 feet cube origin from us. Make a Constitution saving throw. What's the DC? That's got to be your spell
My
ability.
spell DC?
Yeah,
That is 13.
13. Okay. So they both got disadvantage. So let's see how that goes. Yep, that's a. I rolled a D12 as one of them. That's no. That's a crit fail. The other one rolls a 15 on a Constitution, so a 16. So one of them succeeds and one of them fails.
Okay, I guess the one that fails has to take a 2d8.
Lindy, 2d8.
So that's a 6 and a 7. 6 plus 7 is a number.
13.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, you blast the one immediately in front of you. You blast it with your thunderous wave, and you just see its eyes start bubbling, and then splatter, and it falls limp to the ground.
You think I give a fuck about some bug?
Oh dang. Oh dang. Venator is showing his dark side.
Minotaur's been edgy for a while.
So, speaking
Yeah,
of
the
Venator,
Lord.
speaking of Venator, it's your turn.
Well, since there's no spells here,
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how that one's.
Yeah, no, it's the last two are just barely surviving.
They're almost dead. I think I'm losing my mind. And hey, stealing is my thing.
We're on Camelback.
Well,
How
I was-
close do you mean?
I was taking up the rear of the group, and you were in front. Dark.
So you might actually be pretty far from her.
Probably. You're probably closer to Anwell.
Yeah.
My poor dismembered, whatever.
Okay, roll to hit. 4.
16 plus 4, that is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Certainly snaps.
That's enough to kill it.
So it's the head. Off with his head.
Basically, you give it the good old.
Playing baseball.
Alright.
Or would that be T-ball?
Either way, he's dead.
You.
Oh yeah, its head lands on the ground. It's just hard hit, but dang, it's well connected.
So
Last
the
one.
only one left.
Only one left, and it's its turn. So it takes a look at you guys and like screeches.
Ow. They can try.
Let's see if I understand this correctly. It starts glowing and it starts chanting in language you don't understand. And that's gonna cast let's see. It's gonna be something cool, it's gonna be something insane.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. It's oof, okay. It casts. That might be a little too. Sure.
Do it.
Because I'm looking at the spell list and it's like, oh yeah, this is 8th level enchantment. But I'm just
Fuck
gonna
me
tone
up, Sam. Fuck me up.
I'm just gonna tone it down a bit. Okay, it makes a big ass screech, and you all have to take a wisdom saving throw DC of 16.
Alright, let's go.
Rolled an 18.
I also rolled an 18. Holy shit. I mean, that's without any modifiers.
Without any modifiers, I'd have a 90-19. Plus 2 is 21.
Wait. Yeah, my wisdom has a +0, so it's just 18. Andy, what you get?
An 8.
Ooh.
Alright, you are stunned.
That squeeze is a bit stunning. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
It looks a bit disappointed that it only got 1.
Is its turn over?
Nope. Then it's gonna attack. Yeah, it's gonna attack Anwell because it's closest.
I thought it was fighting.
The one in front of me.
Yeah, it was fighting Falashi.
Yeah, now it's fighting you.
Okay. Bring it, boo.
Okay, that's nat 1. That doesn't go anywhere. And the second attack is a dirty 20.
Really? Damn.
Alright. Can I use one of my reactions?
Sure.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge. It's when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you use your reaction to half the attack's damage.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
You gonna do some acrobatics on that there camelback?
Yup!
Alright.
Bring it around town.
Welcome to Cirque du Soleil.
Eh,
Alright, so, oh dang, okay. I rolled 11 damage. Yeesh.
So half is 6.
Yep, you take 6 points damage.
Okay.
And now, give it hell.
I'm gonna swing with both my weapons.
So wait, when Salaji was stunned, did she fall off of her camel?
If you
Good
want
enough.
to.
Yeah, that were her and the camel are stunned.
The camel fell on top of her.
I rolled a 16 and an 18.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay. That is a 4 plus 3 and then a 5. Oh, so they amount to the same thing. So 14 damage.
Yeah, you take out both your knives, or they're still out, and then you just start slashing and end it with
Mortal Kombat style.
basically, yeah.
No, I Deadpool. I just cut off his head.
Or I was just thinking, yeah. I mean, you take the
Either
knife
that or
into,
stab in his neck like I did with that guard under the city.
yeah, basically. So you stab it in the throat both ways, but like the blade of one knife is going that way, and the other blade is going that way, and then you just like head falls off. It's dead. And
Damn.
Philaji is now no longer stunned.
She's just like laying in the sand, like fuck.
Like, you know, this sand is actually nice and cool.
Starts
Okay.
making sand angels.
Indeed.
Jericho's.
I'm good.
Alright, so Jericho's like low-key curious. He's gonna start taking all the chopped off limbs.
Oh, I was gonna collect the heads, so.
Okay, cool.
But at least 2 are already headless.
And what you gonna do?
Search their pockets. See if they have
Falaji,
anything. See if
Yeah.
they're carrying anything.
I'm
They
gonna
don't have
cut
pockets.
this thing open. Can you see which parts are poisonous and which parts are not?
Would I know that?
Would she be able
Insight
to?
check.
No, that's not an insight. Yeah, I think that
Because
falls
what-
onto nature.
Because when
Just a straight up knowledge.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, you've dealt with enough ants, I guess, in your life. I guess a kid, you like to go to the forest and dissect insects and animals, figure out how they work,
I mean, that's pretty on brand for Falaji.
and then you're like, well, it looks like an ant. It might be a big ant, so it might be the same place. And you just point towards some glands that are just like under, what do you call that? Under its
neck folds.
neck folds, I guess. And there are some glands in there, and they smell pretty foul, but you're pretty sure they're poisonous.
Okay, cool. If that's the only poisonous thing she finds, yeah, no, I'm chopping off all their arms and legs.
Alright.
We get an ant meat tonight.
So
I have a feeling it tastes suspiciously like lobster.
I'm gonna collect the 2 heads that are already off and go over to the one that still has its head remaining, grab it by like the feelers, antenna, and just pull and see if I can rip its head off.
You pull off the antenna.
Oh.
It reminds you of a crab leg.
Okay. I toss it over to Jericho.
I'm gonna cook these with butter.
Not that you have any.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just gonna start, chopping off the limbs of these creatures. I'm not even gonna. Wait, hold on. How hard is their exoskeleton?
It's pretty decently hard.
Bet. Okay. So for the torsos, I'm just gonna try to gut the torsos and just take, the hollowed shells.
Yeah.
I want those. Okay, cool. And
I
that's
mean,
it.
they're not stronger than steel or any kind of metal, but
Oh, I know. But I'm gonna find me a blacksmith.
okay. Oh, okay. Won't change their properties though, but okay.
No, it's cool. It's literally only for decoration.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna yell at my dog real quick. Piper likes to bark outside.
All right. Do you want to keep riding, or do you want to take?
Do you guys want to rest until we now, or?
Well, I
We did
mean,
this
I'm only
fight.
down 10 points of health, so.
I honestly think we should call it there because I gotta go to work.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
then
was-
I guess we're gonna make camp then.
All right.
Impromptu.
You guys make
camp.
a small makeshift camp and take a short rest that lasts for about an hour. In that time, Deka has gotten control of her camelback and gotten back to you.
She just pulls up what I miss.
Basically, yeah. All right.
Alright. We guess we're taking a short rest then. And then we'll
Yep.
pick up next week.
And then we'll pick up next week.
How much do we heal in a short rest?
A short rest gives you back. I think it's a 1d whatever your class HP thing is.
So 1d8 for me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I got back what you damaged me.
I got back 1.
Well, I'm glad I got to see y'all.
This is the earliest we've ever played D&D in our entire friendship.
And it's probably gonna have to start being the norm.
Oh yeah, it was 11 Eastern, 10 Central.
Yeah. It was in the scheduling thing last night. Mm-hmm. Bye,
Are we
y'all.
still
Should we
streaming
do
or
a
something?
goodbye thing?
See ya.
To you.
Goodbye.
This is Anwell. Have a good rest of your day.
Jericho says farewell.
And he is the one who's streaming, so it has to end with him.
I feel like that sometimes.
That's it. Thanks for joining us.
I meant to do this, but I realized I lost that finger, so I ended up just flipping y'all off. I'm sorry. Have a good day.